Okay, we've got Regalia versus 2OP. Let's see who the winner is, ladies and gentlemen. So let's take a look at these lineups. For the side of Regalia, we got Legmod Gearing, we got Gdansk, Daring, we got Legmod Gearing, Legmod Des Moines, a Manitar, Montana, and St. Vincent. For the side of 2OP, we've got Harugamo, Legmod, Z42, Marceau, Des Moines Legmod, Stalingrad, Worcester Legmod, St. Vincent, and Preußen. Now, initial thoughts as we take a look into this. St. Vincent's not a surprise. I've seen Preußen on this map because of the smaller map. Definitely can be an advantage, but we'll see how they play it. Stalingrad on this map feels interesting because the islands block a lot of those low-line shots. I go back and forth on the Z42. I can't consider it. Gdansk, if you pair it correctly, has been really nice, but I've seen far too many teams recently that have been just putting it out by itself, and that's not what you're supposed to do with that thing. It's not by itself. You're supposed to pair it with something else so you can use the radar and it can hide. Because otherwise you run into too much danger. But let's see how they're going to split up these ships. So, anyway, as we watch this split out here, I like to give it a second. Marceau, Harugamo, Worcester, St. Vincent, Stalingrad on the deployment over to D. Gonna run into Des Moines, Gearing, Gdansk. And I like that they're actually putting another DD with the Gdansk so that you can take full advantage. People forget that Gdansk doesn't just have the radar. It's a really fast-firing ship. So if you can put it in a smoke or behind an island to take advantage of the other stuff, then it's great. But let's watch and see as these teams go in. So we're seeing some going in. Now, Marceau taking D, he's going to be forced out here. You can see that radar. Gdansk's going to radar. It will play the area denial for a second, but he's got to get the hit. Otherwise, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. He gets the hit, gets the reset, immediately pops the smoke, continues to fire on the Marceau. And this is where it's nice. And to clarify earlier, yes, I know Gdansk has smoke, but you don't want it relying on only its smoke and radar. You want it to be able to sit in longer smoke, and you want a DD with lower detection that you can use to counteract and still spot for you. Because if Gdansk is trying to spot its radar, it doesn't justify the spot always. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, Worcester getting sped up really quickly out here. Harugamo with the smoke. He's going to get that smoke pretty close to the edge of the border. Worcester going to be able to just sit there, and we'll see how it goes. And this is why you bring another radar. Gdansk has the quick fire shots. Stop shooting, though. Must have been out of range? No. They do prevent the cap. Meanwhile, let's look over here. Game Thing taking B. He'll get it, but A is taken by the Z42 of Fiship. And the radar's not going to be in range. It's just going to be short. So, narrow cap advantage. Narrow cap advantage. To the side of 2OP. Oh! Okay. Worcester gets a kill, boy. I watched the health starting to drop, and then I just look over and he's dead. That's a little bit of a misstep there. I mean, you're getting good damage back on the Harugumo, but the fact that I look away, turn back 30 seconds later, and the Gearing's gotten 100 to 0 is not good for Regalia's chances on this map. We'll see how it goes. They spot the Gdansk. Gdansk kites out, but he takes 1,500. And I don't know. I mean, that early death is really brutal. Now, we can see the aggressive positioning starting to take effect. They're going to move the St. Vincent up, and you can see the St. Vincent looking to hit something over there, but he doesn't have anything to hit right now. And so what are they going to do here with Danilovs is the question. And I don't know what the answer is yet. We've seen him push up aggressively before. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you got to be careful in when you do it. Meanwhile, A is being contested, so that'll start to drag the points lead back, especially with C being taken as well. This will drag the points lead back down and put Regalia in a good spot. But will it be enough? Z42 trying to back up towards the cap. He's not going to get it in time, and it's going to rapidly close that points differential. Health lead 45 in favor, 45k in favor of the side of 2OP. So as I'm looking at this, you have the nice middle control, which is hard to combat, but you're down on ships over here. Your battleships aren't in a position where they can do anything yet. I mean, I like the push-up you're doing and where you're trying to get the angle on. I just don't know if you're going to get enough value out of that. And then you're getting pushed off D because you lost the gearing. And I don't know where you go from here. So you can see the St. Vincent de Danny. He's firing over the middle. He wants to start fighting Flippy. Problem is the Wooster and Marceau are going to start to burn him down. And we saw last game that St. Vincent's, for all their health and ability apprenticeship, can get smacked out really quickly if they're not careful. Radar over here from the Minnow Coop, not going to find anything. Ace still not taken. Points lead is back in favor now of Regalia. Harugumo of Flanders Scarlet hurting. Took a torp, I think. Because he's down to 2,900, and he's used a DCP. So you've got a bit of a pinch if you're Regalia here going on to 2OP. You've... got the Stalingrad stuck. You're letting your Des Moines just start to farm him. Your St. Vincent, though, is hurting a bit. You radar, you spot the Marceau and the Wooster. Does the Wooster get smacked by the Montana now? You would think the Montana would want to, but I don't think... if he doesn't have shells ready, he's not going to get it in time. And it doesn't look like he has shells ready. Which is a shame, because if the Montana had the guns and shells ready, that would have been very possibly a kill. Meanwhile, over at A, it's kind of just settled. Health lead now up to 50k in favor of the side of 2OP. That shrinks to about 35k courtesy of the St. Vincent heal, but... still worth the monitor. Man with an RX-7 is in danger, though. He's just going to get focused for a while. He's just going to get focused for a while now, and that's just going to do it. And so Man with an RX-7 about to go down. That'll put it as a 2-ship lead for the side of 2OP. You can see the focus fire. He's pushing forward. He's gotten some decent damage onto the Marceau. I mean, he's got the Marceau down to about 40%. But he goes down. And now it's back up to about 60k on the health lead. You're losing A. And you don't have spotting on the Z42, which is the thing you need spotting on. Preussen might take Torps here. He hydros, but that's a little bit late on the hydro, buddy. I think you're taking 2. Are you taking the 3rd? No, you're going to dodge the 3rd. And so overall game state, I mean, A is starting to get swung in favor of 2OP. This Montana has the broadside shots, though. If he can get that Preussen and finish him, that would be significant, but he hasn't yet. And so now 2OP's taken D and A, and they're going from there. And so as we look in, I mean, the Preussen goes down right here. There he goes. Regalia fires back finally. Still down 30,000 health. Points 200 in favor of them as they look to win. Remember, 2OP started off this game with a quick kill onto a DD. Oh! 25,000 off the Montana from the St. Vincent of Flippy. That don't feel good if you're Sporkhead. And now it comes down to this defense here in the mid, because Harugumo, Des Moines, Z42 are trying to protect A, while this flank shoves in and wins the fight at mid for 2OP. Regalia is trying to get this flank pushed off so they can sweep in and help out there, but they're not in a position to help yet. And so Danny is getting burned down. He has 1 heal left after this, I believe. I mean, they're just going to keep farming him down. Stalingrad whiffs. Shells in on the Des Moines. Watch the Des Moines. Des Moines down to 18,000, 17,000. He takes another one down to 13,000. Des Moines of Iron Ibuki might be dead. You can just see that minnow lacing the shells in. Looks like Des Moines is dead. He does go down. Ties the ships back up, puts the lead back up to 270, but C's being taken in. Now watch this mid-fight. Flippy moving up into position. Sporkhead becomes the focus target for the Z42 and the Harugamos. They have to kite away. How quick can they do the damage is the question. And then what can Flippy do here? Flippy is here. He can see stuff, but what can he do with what he sees?
The enemy is about to win.
Shots out at the Daring. Hits in, takes him down to 19k on Game Thing. Not enough, though, for what you need. And Regalia is just 160 points away from winning. And so here comes the farming back onto the Montana. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that the Wooster is on... Actually, no, I'm not surprised the Wooster's on Danny. It makes more sense. You want to burn him out. Problem is, he can still heal up really nicely. Whereas the Montana has less of a heal. But you can see the move forward in the challenge occurring. It really comes down to, can they kill off the St. Vincent of Danny Loves and then force the St. Vincent of Flippy around? Radar on Stalingrad's being saved for now, because there's no reason to use it. Marceau's got the edge, for what it's worth. And Danny Love's heal is just about done. Problem is, the Stalingrad's now taking fire, and here come Torps. They get the Marceau. Gdansk finds the Marceau. They don't manage to kill off. Oh, it's so close to a kill. If he had killed, that might make it a different, but it doesn't matter at this point. This point, ladies and gentlemen, Regalia is going to win this game. They have just 28 seconds left. Even though they lost that ship early, they have just slowly but surely taken this game over. And yeah, 17 seconds left. Fish ship opening up on the Montana, hoping to do it, but it's not enough. They don't have the high DPM that they need. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, taking game 1, will be the team of Regalia. They'll finally get Sporkhead, but it'll be right after the game ends. And so Regalia's